I think 100 blanks could beat up one gorilla. Everyone just got to be dedicated to that shit. So this guy posted this, and as you can see, there's 289 million views.
289 million
Yeah,
views?
dude, and that was 6 days ago. So the question that he imposed. Oh, okay, thank you, producer.
Could 100 human beings beat up one gorilla?
Do you
Yeah,
think that guy when he thumbed out that tweet, he thought
no,
in any way, shape, or form it was going to reach 289 million people?
no way, dude. Which he
There's
only
no
has
way.
330 or 232,000 likes. I thought he'd get a little bit more than that.
That's a lot of likes.
That's a
dude.
lot of likes.
That's a lot of people don't like, except for on this video. Please like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, please do.
Get this to 289 million people.
We'll take the views, but also throw the
enjoy
like
it.
in there. Yeah. Do you get whenever people bookmark it? Do you also get credit for that too? Is that a big thing?
Yeah, I think it's all engagement.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how X's algorithm works, but I know on YouTube you get engagement from likes, subscribes, comments. People can share it. When people share
Okay.
it gives you the data for that. So all of that stuff, like that's how YouTube determines what people are watching. So they'll push out a video. So with a channel like ours that's really small, like in small numbers and views and stuff like that, you can kind of see where certain things like the more like engagement there is in the comments too, that will push a video out.
Nice. So,
I don't know much
so
about
comment
it, but
away.
that's the general knowledge.
Well, this guy has the blue check mark, so he definitely got paid for this tweet. But the internet kind of blew up with this question, and there's a lot of funny things. What I put together was a portion of the videos that people made about this comment, and then someone like went into a computer and generated one gorilla versus 100 men. And then at the very end of it, I have the way that I would stop the gorilla, and I think it's pretty good. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Does it involve a hand job?
It's pretty clear. It involves a hand.
Because
And
if a gorilla approaches me at all, that's where I'm starting. Well, before we get started on that though, like, what's your guys' take on this? Do you think 100 men or women, whatever, 100 people could take down one gorilla? Like, and
I do.
guess, like, I do too, but for me, it's like, what are the confines of like, is this an octagon? Are we
Only
getting
way
in?
they're- Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't going to say anything smart.
No, I was going to say the only way is like the gorilla would get tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he would
That's
blow
only
through at least the first 10 before there's even a
Oh,
chance.
it'd be way more than 10.
Well,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
can we use like what I'm saying is like, can we
No
use
weapons.
can we-
No,
can
no,
we
no.
use-
Yeah.
Well, then why? Why? It's a fight. It's a fight. What did Mike Tyson say about that, dude? It's a fight. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, but the odds are 100 to 1. I don't
You think
think
the gorilla? Let me ask you this: you think the gorilla is like playing within the rules of the fight, dude? No, the gorilla's ripping dicks off as soon as it gets the opportunity.
Yeah, but if the humans can rip his dick off, then it's fair game, but they can't. That's why there's 100 of
I
them.
don't know, dude.
100
like,
men can rip off a gorilla's dick for sure.
Yeah, but that's
It's
what
got
I
to
mean,
work
like,
together.
Are these 100 men Comanche?
And who are the men, dude?
Yeah.
Is it me
It-
or half Thor Bjornsson?
Yeah.
Like the world's strongest man competitor, and we clone him 100 times. Or is it an old man like myself who can barely walk?
Let's say it's 100 Sean's. What do you think, Eli?
No chance.
I think 100 Seans are outsmarting the gorilla and finding a way to subdue it. Like that's both what I think about Sean, and I think anybody, like 100 humans. There's a reason why we're at the top.
Kim asked if it's one-on-one, like tag team, or all at the time, all at one time. Kim, 100 people versus one gorilla, all together.
See, there's a lot of variables here that need to be discussed. So, okay, now that we've kind of set what
Okay.
our expectations are, we'll see what the internet.
So we'll
has to
see
say
what
about it.
let's see what the videos have to say. The first one is just a funny AI video of the potential things that could happen to the first few humans that get involved. By the way,
mean,
this gorilla is massive, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like a Gigantopithecus, dude. That's
Yeah.
not your average gorilla. And also, like, is this a gorilla in the wild? Is this a gorilla in captivity, dude? Because if it's a gorilla in captivity, it'll take one guy that's going, "Here's your food for the day," to
Oh, yeah.
overcome the gorilla.
Or just bending over. I'm sure that would calm the gorilla.
Yeah, you calm me.
So there's no sound on this first clip. The crunching is why I loved it. Dead, dude. First Sean's gone.
We got a lot of Sean's left, though.
All right, so here's the computer program to see how it would work.
I mean, some of those humans are like fighting the air, though, dude. They're not. Like...
Yeah, and they're not really working together. This is more so just a video of a gorilla beating up 100 men.
Look at the power in those cheeks alone, dude. One of those cheeks would do me in.
I also don't know how realistic some of these people would be flying like that.
Yeah, I don't like whoever programmed this like really has a low expectation of human beings, and maybe they're not wrong.
I also love the song.
Yeah. Also, is Rage Against the Machine playing while this?
Oh no, this song is happening, dude. So it's like kind of fun.
In the name of that gorilla can't get down to some killing in the name of. Nah, these humans are like
they're useless,
like the
dude.
British.
Yeah.
They're not real humans. They're just standing in front of the gorilla, waiting for the gorilla to demolish them. Swinging on a gorilla, dude. No ropes. Not using the surrounding, like, weaponry they can form in the moment.
Not holding them down.
This simulation's horseshit, dude.
I guess the parameters depend. You know, like,
yeah.
If you can, like, create some kind of thing. Otherwise, like, if you're close enough to hit the gorilla, like, you're dead. Like, it'll rip your arm right off.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you punching the gorilla is going to do nothing to him.
And also, like, I would presume the fight's not taking place on an open world grid where there's no, like, you know, hubcaps or there's no tree branches, dude, or, like, you're not bringing a rope. Like, you come into a fight with a gorilla with just your bare hands.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. What are the parameters? Like, because the question was very vague.
Yeah,
it is. It's just a tweet, but I do think that the parameters should be 100 men, no weapons, enclosure, and hopefully those humans work together. Because if he's just piecing them off like this, there's no chance.
Dude, you fight it like a velociraptor would fight a T-Rex in the Jurassic Park movies. 2 on the legs, 2 on the arms, 1 on the necks. That's how they did the Thanos.
And you
dude,
pile
in
on.
Infinity War,
100%.
Or in Endgame. I knew you were thinking that, Sean.
If chimps were everywhere and they had full freedom, the way people do, we'd have a fucking serious problem. It would be chaos. You wouldn't be able to leave your house. If there was as many chimps as there were people, you would never be able to get to your car. They would mug you every chance they got. They would rip your fucking feet off and fuck your ass. If you don't think chimps will steal babies and eat them, you haven't been paying attention to the literature. Crazy 800-pound silverback bursting through the tree.
Also,
that clip's so good, dude.
It's also true. That is true. That's a true statement.
It's
that,
true.
Like, if there were as many chimps as there were humans, the chimps would win. Yeah. I mean, like they wouldn't though. Also, because like we have guns that we know how to operate, and like munitions, and like cars, and things that, like, we could build machines that were bigger and more powerful than apes, and that's like the advantage that a human has, dude. This whole thing, like, is.
But you do know, after the first person gets crushed by the gorilla, the other 99 people are looking at the gorilla like Brendan Schwab does. Right here.
Yeah, but have you ever seen a gorilla in the wild? When one gorilla gets attacked, they back off, dude. I don't think that are gorillas like pack animals. Do they form like gangs of gorillas and go after people and formulate like chess-like strategy on how to?
There's one leader and everyone else kind of backs down. All right, so this last clip is how I would solve this issue. If that gorilla had poor Sean in his grasp, this is how I'm saving you, Sean.
Dude, that guy has done this before. Maybe that's what I need to do to my dog. Oh.
It's just...
Dude, but here's the thing though, you're not getting the power in those cheeks. Those cheeks would break your finger in half.
Oh yeah,
dude.
you're losing knuckles, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
I don't even know if that guy was trying to stop the dogfight, dude. He's an opportunist.
That guy was trying to do something to give himself something to think about later.
Yeah. Holy shit,
He
dude.
was just like, it's been a while.
You imagine running
not a
into
tender
that
lover,
situation and being like, "Oh, I can help this situation. I know how to stop
That's what I
this."
imagine being in a relationship with Annie DeFranco's like, dude.
Kim said Sean looks like a lover, not a fighter, and then she said Donkey Kong. Sean, were you a lover? Were you ever a fighter?
But we're not talking about one Sean. We're talking about 100.
100 Sean. That's a lot of love, dude.
Yeah. And if we're putting it in VHS terms, are some of those clones recorded on old Sean's, dude, at SP speed?
Oh, would one of those Seans use the bunghole method?
One of them would have.
All of them. You just
Thumbs up, you know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Yeah.
Look, it's a great debate, and it'll never be answered fully because there's too many variables. But one bag of Takis, dude, would I think set that gorilla straight.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's what I would have to do as a representative of the 100 Seans. Would be, I would go right into bribery. I know you like lettuce, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I grow lettuce.
They had to buck back a bit, dude.
Can we rebrand to Buck Back a bit?
Bang my name, dude.
Bang my name, Buck Back a bit.